We talked earlier about how high school juniors and seniors can best prepare for the new school year. But what about your little ones in your life? How can you help them prepare for the best year yet? We are joined by Principal Tammy Messmer of Buffalo United Charter School to tackle all of those back-to-school jitters the younger ones in your family might be experiencing. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about tackling those jitters. It can be a pretty nerve-wracking day for a kid to start school for the first time. Maybe he's going into kindergarten, or maybe he's moving up to 7th and 8th grade where he's entering a new building for the first time, he or she. What can parents do to help out?
Well, first of all, establishing routines is important and practicing things. So you want to establish routines where and what time you're going to do homework. You want to help with the bus route, show them where their bus route is or how they're going to walk to school that day. So practicing getting things ready the night before is important because you never know what's going to happen in the morning. So you want to be prepared with lunches and clothes the night before.
Now, is there anything that parents can do with the school to help out these? Is there a line of communication that you want to make sure is open?
Absolutely. First of all, most schools have back to school night or they have meet the teacher night. You want to attend those events. If you can't, you want to call the front office and find out the policy. If there's an open door policy in the school and you work evenings, you can come during the day and visit your kid's classroom, sit and see what the teacher does with the students. Know the secretaries, they have the most information in the school usually.
Now, I have to admit, when I was in middle school, the principal's office was a little bit of a place filled with a little apprehension and fear. Now, as a principal, do you take steps to make sure that the students are comfortable with authority?
Absolutely. Just being out in the building is important. Talking to the parents. So I greet the students every day at the front door, say good morning to them, make sure that they see a smile because you never know what happened on the way to school.
Now, for parents, can parents help get students comfortable talking to teachers or talking to principals in case something does happen in school where they're filled with those jitters and they need to talk to someone?
You want to keep open communication, absolutely. You want to model appropriate behavior. You want to model how to deal with problems, and the adults have to do that because the kids might not know how yet. So modeling that appropriate behavior and talking to the teacher on a regular basis, just keeping that communication open is important.
Now, we're spending a lot of time talking about how kids can be filled with those jitters, but if you're a parent who's sending their child away for that first day of kindergarten, they can also experience jitters. Do you think that causes the child to be nervous too?
Absolutely. We don't want to project our nervous feelings onto our children. We don't want to project the feelings that we might have had about school onto our children either. So the power of positive communication is very important. So saying positive things, saying that you're proud of your child on a regular basis, that is really important.
Now, do you see any common threads with children that do experience a lot of jitters, or the kids that are really nervous during the school years? Are there any common themes that they're experiencing?
Well, I've been doing this for many years, and I still get nervous every year. At the beginning of the school year, I can't sleep at night. So, I mean, yes, they're anxious. They don't know what's coming. They're wondering if their teacher is going to like them. They have all these things that they're nervous about. So communicate with your kid, and don't let them get away with nothing happened today. I didn't learn anything. Make them communicate with you and pull things out of them.
And you've already gone back to school, your school is in its day 3. How is it going so far this year?
Yes, Buffalo United Charter School started on Monday, and it's great. We have 700 kids in seats, and they're learning already. It's great.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
I feel excited for all the kids that get to go back to school. It's one of my favorite times during the year.